If I can get three, honestly, if I can get 2 Jeopardy questions right in one episode of Jeopardy, I feel like I'm God. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like I feel
If
like
you
I'm the
had
most smartest
to go
person in the
on
world.
2 game shows, what would it be?
Wheel of Fortune.
Okay.
Um,
I
what was
felt
that?
the
What
same
was
way.
that
Why
like,
was
Zach?
why
Yeah.
was Wheel of Fortune a snap call for you?
Because who
Because
can't
he's
play Wheel of Fortune? Who can't play Hangman? That's all. It's Hangman. That's all it is.
Jacob, what do you mean? This is a great. I 100% expect Jacob to say Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune and Deal or No Deal for sure. Because I'm a gambler. That's just gonna get
I
my
like those. I
fucking
can see.
dick
I can
hard.
see both of
Yeah.
those shows.
I'm gonna be up there
Okay.
just okay, Howie. Yes, show me the box. I want 6. I want 8. I want 9, and 14. Like I just Deal or No Deal would just be so amped.
Man,
That's
I do
badass.
like Deal or No Deal. Okay, but obviously you got to go Sports Jeopardy with Dan Patrick. Like, why would you not? What? That's something you could actually be
that
dope
don't
at
count.
and win.
That don't count because we would all.
Oh, all right.
Like,
Well,
come on, we're all sports guys. We all
then
figure
I want to be part of I want to get someone that gets to
If
come
it's
on
not
down.
on a major
Come
network,
on down for The Price is Right. Like that's got to be on the list.
Yeah.
It's got to be.
Well, we can all do that. Actually,
I suck at
We can all
guessing the
dress up
prices.
and do that soon. That shit is
Bro,
literally not.
Broke boy never shops. This one, I don't even know what anything costs. I don't even
No,
go
I'm
in
serious.
there and look.
I'm
Like,
serious, dude. I'm not even kidding.
What else?
they're like a blender. Jake's like $68.
Wait, I feel like that's fairly. That's not accurate.
Is that
No.
is that accurate? Like
For a
blender's
high
like
end
$30. Is a blender made
Yeah.
out
Zach,
of gold?
what's your other show that you would like to play on?
Tough. I do like the idea of Deal or No Deal. That sounded fantastic with the gamble. I'm a gambler as well, and it felt like you could really just go for it. I want to talk to the banker guy too. Like I want to have that interaction. That always looks
So
fun.
Deal or No Deal is for Zach. All right, mine would be. I have 3 technically because I would like to go on Family Feud with my family. Steve Harvey with my family. God, my dad.
I'd rip my hair out if I
Steve
had.
Harvey,
If I was
my
on there.
mom. That should be hilarious. If I had all of those people on one set, that should be spectacular. But 2 by myself, I would like to go on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. I trust myself. I'm fucking smarter than an average bear. So definitely, I'm phoning a friend, and it'll be Mr.
Just feel like
Speedy.
your deductive reasoning is that good. Like you got multiple choice, you could figure it out.
How you think I got through life?
How you think we pass college, bro?
Now you wake up and make choices. You heard E40. Everybody got choices. All right, and then my second show, straight up, I was gonna say Jeopardy, but I thought about it.
Stop! You're getting smoked. You're getting smoked in Jeopardy, fam.
No, Jeopardy's hard. That's like bucket list. I've always just wanted to go. on
You're getting smoked in the Jeopardy, man.
Yeah,
Stop
man.
it. You're not from
Not
6,
happening.
Jacob. Stop
For
it.
the 6 months.
So done with Jacob. Come on, Terrence isn't a gambler. He wouldn't even care about Deal or No Deal.
I'm not going on Deal or No Deal. I
Terrence
wouldn't
is-
mind doing.
Terrence is like
bucks.
I want
Big
to
bucks
do
don't
like the athletic ones. I wouldn't mind doing one of the athletic.
Oh man, I would like
what's
that.
the one Van Pelt used to do? Wipeout? Trying to get on Wipeout?
No, I ain't doing wipeout. I ain't making across those balloons, man. We got to bounce across. Fuck no. That's like
No.
don't.
Like the CrossFit, American Ninja Warrior.
Oh,
American
yes.
Ninja Warrior be tight.
But no, I'm not. All right. That's just me gassing myself. I can never do any of these things on American Ninja Warrior. They got that one where they get the bar and they got to go up, up, up.
There's not a
Dude,
chance.
that's crazy, crazy
Yeah, I don't
upper
have
body
that at
strength.
all.
But that's
I don't have
deadlift
that at all.
to lift yourself and then pull it out and then lift it onto another. That's out. So no, actually. So I don't know. I got to think about that. But really, my number one would be Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
How long do you think you need to train for to be able to hit the course and post like a respectable time? How long do you,
For American Ninja
for
Warrior?
American Warrior, like how long do you need to train?
Jesus.
I don't even
And,
think
like,
I could a year. I'm not
Ninja
gonna lie.
Warrior.
If you put me on like a real training regimen, I need 6 to 8 months, and I'm ready to hit that course and complete it.
6 to. Hold on. First off, this
5
is the
days a
other
week
team
minimum.
podcast.
Yeah, you give me
Five
a year.
days
I'm
a
gonna
week minimum in the gym a week. Just give me 6 to
give
8
me a
months.
year. Give me a year. I'm on the show.
Thank you.
Give me a
Thank
year,
you.
bro. Give me a year.
year.
I'm in the final in Japan, bro. What are you talking about?
What?
Yeah, all right. I think we're gassing ourselves because that shit is actually really hard.
This is the Other
I'm
Team
gonna ask-
podcast full of two guys that have absolutely no idea how hard American Ninja Warrior is, and one chubby new guy. Like, are you kidding me?
Well,
8
I
months?
just said
Jacob
it's really,
said 6. Jacob said 6 to 8 months, and he can do the course. Oh my, good lord! This is the Other Team podcast, guys.
I
This is
think
actually a sports podcast.
to get
But,
through some parts of that course. But the like pure upper body, like CrossFit aspects of the course is where I'm gonna die. So that's where I need that year of like basic training to still be able to rely on my athleticism when it gets tough in those CrossFit.
I
I'm
think
still
a
gonna
year
be ass.
minimum.
I'm gonna
A
be
year
ass. Don't get me
minimum.
wrong.
Bro,
I'm not completing it. I'm
we're
gassing myself.
only in our 20s. We're good. Like, what are you talking about?
6
but
to
that's
8
hard. What are you
months.
talking about?
You
You're gonna
weigh
hit that course.
107 pounds. In 6 to 8
Can
months,
you
you'll be
walk
at
a
120. What do
Can
you
you even walk a
mean?
straight line?
Can I
walk
walk
a
a straight
straight
line?
Yeah.
6 to 8 months. Like,
This is the Other Team podcast, your sports podcast, banter, nonsense podcast. Apparently today it's Pod After Dark. We get a couple of these in a month, and it gets a little weird. As today is with Jacob, he's delusional, past his bedtime, delirious. Jake Handy over there. This is Zach Handy, Terrence Scott. We'll get into the sports in a second, but I have to circle back into Jacob one more time. 6 to 8 months,
Yes.
and you can do American Ninja Warrior obstacle course.
yeah, for sure.
Hey,
Why
wait.
we-
Since we were
Pod After
talking
Dark.
about
Close to
things,
time I advanced to the second round.
we already said one thing on this podcast, and we have not made it come true yet, and we haven't even put it to course. I just promise you, assholes, I could go yard with a fucking salt.
Oh, are we going back to this? Terrence is not going yard. Just like Jacob's not completing the course of 6 months of training.
All right.
No.
All
No,
right, everybody.
dude.
If you guys really don't
Zach,
believe I could
just
do it,
'cause
hit us on our social media page because we need to post this because we've said it a few times. And I want the world to know that I ain't no chump.
Yeah.
And if I am a chump, I'm gonna just say I pulled my fucking hammy when I was in the box.
Oh, there we go. Lower back strain. I can't really get my
Yes,
swing in order.
sir.
You know
It's
what I'm
like,
saying?
you know, me and
You
Tiger.
know this. You guys know you're delusional when me, of all people, are like the voice of reason for you guys. Like, I'm the one that has to bring you guys back down to earth. Like, what is going on here? Jacob, you
really-
need minimum 12 months to even sniff American Ninja Warrior course. Sniff it. Terrence, I need to work with you on your swing for at least 6 months. At least 6 months.
full
Are
if you wanna
you
go
kidding me? You
Go
guys
full
never
LeBron.
see my swing.
and he's not gonna hit one out, and he's gonna be like, "Yeah, on that third swing, I really, strained my lat, and just
Yeah.
was tough for the rest of that bucket."
All right, listen, fellas. I want you to understand this. I used to dig in the fucking box. Let's do this so I could prove to you guys that it's there.
So
It is there.
Sandlot. I used to dig in the box in the schoolyard sandbox, batting box. Get out
In
of
my
here,
fucking
dude.
hands, you know, with
Yeah.
like it
Spit
is.
on
spin
my
the
what's
bat
the batting
around.
gloves? I just spit on my hands and rub them together and grab that thing, and no way, I'm not buying it.
I'm sorry, is that a regular Friday night for you, Zach? Is that what?
All right, we're not going any further. I'm not getting into Jake's games today. um,
Whoa!
we're talking about sports today. This is Pod After Dark. We're talking about sports. That's what this podcast is about. Jacob Daniel. It's about sports. Topic, I think, concern number one in the NBA. But yeah, you forget it. Lock it up to there. Lock it up and lock it in.
I'm so
All
done
right?
for another time.
Lock it up and lock it in. In all seriousness, on a more serious note, the Clippers, man, 2 episodes ago we're about to be on Christmas, and then last episode we just beat the Lakers, and everything was just gravy, baby. Like, it looked good. 30-point L at home to Grizzlies. Locker room is a little weird. I mean, who's got the Montrez quote? I'm gonna find it right here.
I have it right here.
It was troubling. It was troubling to say the least. I got it right here. We're not a great team. We're not a great team. I think that's what we need to realize and wake up. We're a team that still has to figure out things to win night in and night out.
Honestly, I want to go on a rant, to be completely honest, for Montrez to even say that shit. I think that's some soft ass shit to say.
I think it's so right that he said it. I think it's so right that
No,
he
I
said
think
it.
that's
Go ahead,
some
Terrence,
soft
you
ass shit to
first.
say.
Jake, chill out.
Because
Go ahead,
that team was built out on chemistry last year and how they had no superstars. When this team is no fucking different this year, besides adding Paul George and Kawhi. So if anything, this is taking a shot at your superstars. Is it them that's the issue? Because where's this chemistry issue and what's so different? The team is basically the same. So who are you really calling out? Either everybody need to look in the mirror. Or is he calling out his stars? Because to me, that was a weird thing to say.
It seemed like calling everybody out. I think he kind of. I mean, and I see it at times when I watch.
I think it's
I get a vibe. I get a vibe sometimes that this team, like, is already penciling themselves into the Western Finals. You know, and that's why it's like they have the best record against teams above 500, but you have losses to Memphis, Phoenix, San Antonio, like bad teams that you need to be beating.
It's like, easy, Montrez. You've never been there, dude. Relax.
I think that's what he's saying, though. That's what he's saying. He's like, why are we all acting like we've been there when we're this is a new thing. Like, this team is a new year. We got to earn it again. That was what I heard. When I heard it, I heard him saying, like, we have to earn it again. Like, why are we acting like we've already earned something? Man, you think we won something? Man, that ain't nothing. Fucking remember the Titans. Like, that was that moment to me.
Oh, no, it's just an overreaction to me. And it's like, relax, Montrez.
I don't know. I'm worried. Like, I'm legit worried. Like,
not at all.
There was also, I can't find the quote on me right here. Quotes about the chemistry in the locker room. They said, what's the vibe in the locker room? And he said there is no vibe right now.
He said, what's the matter? What do you think is wrong with the vibe in here? And he said, maybe that's the problem.
Yeah,
the vibe.
There is no vibe. Like, there is no vibe in here. Maybe that is a problem or something like that. And that's like troubling to me. I think last year it felt like everybody loved everybody on the team. Like, there was so much love and brother and camaraderie. I think it is. Are you worried that there's any resentment there about? Yeah, like, we grinded it out every night last year and 50-something wins, and now these guys come in here and it's like guys are taking nights off. We're a little softer. We don't have that edge. That kind of troubles me.
I don't know if it's resentment. I think there is frustration for like
tough, but I feel I like
guys like Lou and Trez who and I think Paul's on the same wave as Lou and Trez, by the way. Like, they don't even think to take a night off. The second Paul came back, every night he could play, he plays. Like, he messed up the hammy. 2 nights later, 3 nights later, he's back.
Lou and Trez, with all due respect, have no right to take nights off.
Right, but I feel like
they make their living on grinding.
Right, but
exactly.
They're looking at the people next to him and they're seeing not really the people, really just Kawhi. I feel like it's frustrating. I don't think it's resentment. I agree, but it's got to be frustrating to a guy like Montrez or Lou when you're grinding out against fucking Memphis or San Antonio, whatever night, and you look up and Kawhi's on the bench. You're probably like, dude, get out here and sweat with us and struggle with us so we can figure out what to do when the going gets tough. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Jerome Robinson. I'm sorry.
Man, anybody know if he's come back from that alternate universe he was fucking crossed into? Holy hell!
Great edit of that. Somebody
dropped
him off in, like, Dubai or some shit. That shit was awesome. I was like, wow.
Hey, what about Chauncey on the call when he was like, they got their feet crossed up, and then they showed the replay, and it's like just such a crisp, clean, buttery crossover, and Chauncey's like, see, that's nothing right there. I'm like, are you blind? Like,
no,
what's going on? It was too funny. Universe. Oh, he got yanked bad. I also have questions about, like, Kawhi's leadership style. Obviously, this is pure speculation, but like you see across the hall, it's LeBron's 35th. Everyone's together. They're partying. Snoop's in the building. Like, very friendly, very bring the team together for a long season type thing. Like, I get this vision of Kawhi just walking in, not talking to anybody when he clocks in, putting his shots up and leaving. And it's like, damn, like, I just don't see that. Like, maybe that's why the locker room vibe's weird.
I mean, I get that. I think that's what Kawhi's like. And I think that's why you have Paul and Lou there. Like, they're way more vocal and way more what you expect in a leader. Like, Lou, right, Lou's going to take everybody out, really. Like, he's, hey, let's go hit, you know how Lou is. Let's go hit the strip club. I don't know, guys. That's somewhere Lou Will likes to frequently visit. I don't know.
Stereotype.
It's like his thing.
And just watching fucking highlights. Now he's at the strip club getting lit.
Maybe watching highlights, but he's at the strip club watching them.
Yeah. In his own little private area with
that's more there.
He for sure got his own section.
Kawhi doesn't do stuff like
that.
For
sure, trying to coach. We got to come through with Lou Will one day. Lou Will got to.
I think the one biggest thing that makes everything so frustrating is that they lead the league in most lineups. The Clippers have had the most different lineups in the whole league this year.
That's every year for them.
And it's hard. It's hard to figure out, like, you know, the Memphis game was crazy. They hit 13 threes or whatever in the first half. It was ridiculous, right? You got to play a lot of games together so you guys can experience that game, so you know how to get out of that. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know how to get past the good teams because Kawhi's there every time, but it's like, this is the NBA. Even Memphis and Phoenix are going to give you their best shot on a night in and night out basis. You can't just expect to be like, Kawhi's not here, we'll just roll through these teams. I think that's why you need Kawhi there. So you guys just learn how to get through the goods, the bads, like every ebbs and flow of every game.
1 to 10.
It was just a Clipper thing to say from Montrez to say. It's like, dude, relax. You guys are trying to build this identity of, like,
it's late in the season. That's why he said it. Right now.
If he's gonna, I just don't think he needs to be saying it. Like, if that's really what the vibe is, I don't know if it just needs to be said right now, because the ship is far from sinking.
Far.
So it's like, why even bring it to the media right now? So to me, it's just an overreaction. That team is far from having issues to where you need to start calling guys out.
Anybody here who's Clippers, you guys know who Farbod is? Farbod Esnashari. It's really hard to pronounce his name. But he tweeted all these stats out that kind of keep you off the ledge. 5th in points per game, top 10 in defensive rating, 3rd in rebounds, 1st and 2nd chance points. Those are all incredibly good stats for a really gritty team. Kind of to keep you off the ledge. It's just that I think when you look at that list of stats, that's why it's so frustrating when you lose to Memphis, Phoenix, and yada yada.
Yeah,
It's an interesting.
What 1 to 10? 1 to 10 worry. 10 is holy hell. Let's make a trade tomorrow. And 1 is I don't give a bleep. I'm a crip and I'm chilling. Like 1 to 10 worry.
4.
4?
4.
I'm more at like a 5 because I'm only worried because, like, why is Montrez talking? Like, it's
Montrez views himself as a leader.
He should.
I'm at like a 7. Like, I'm low key worried.
But it's levels, man. Montrez don't need to be talking. Like, he's trying to take a Draymond. So it's like,
this story from this franchise before, and everyone turns on each other and rips each other's eyes out, and then everything falls apart and everyone hates each other. Like, I've seen this happen on this franchise before.
And it just feels so Clipper of them to start fighting each other before
anything's even happened.
They're fighting each other yet, though. I think
why talk? How's the
You're frustrated. It's the end of the game. You're frustrated.
Yeah.
Not good.
Yeah, like, I love Terrence's impression of anybody. He just turned Montrez into a bro.
Yeah, like, he's just stupid. Like, I love Montrez. I would have never expected him to come out and say something like that. It was just like, what? It just was not. It's like, I don't know. That's not the mentality of that team, at least how they play. They're a gritty, grindy team. So to come out kind of like with this complaining. Yeah, and it's not even soft, just like
childish.
Nah, it's not childish. It's just different. It's just not the way they've been built. So,
yeah, I didn't like it. On a good note, though, before we get out of Clipperland, my guy, I've been telling you guys for a while that he needs the minutes, and he just got his contract fully guaranteed till the end of the year. Derek Walton Jr. Golf, clap it up for that. He did not get waived today, so they have to honor his contract till the end of the year. He is an NBA guard on a franchise for a full season. Good for him. I think he's spectacular. I think he's only getting better. And if we don't get Darren Collison, I think he'll play a lot of important minutes this entire season, including
the playoffs. He's been stepping up to the call for sure. When we've needed him with the rotating lineups and this guy's out, that guy's out, he's definitely stepped up to the call.
All that means is Doc Rivers must not be responding to my email about me getting onto the team.
Yeah, must have got thrown into the spam.
Doc's wrong email. Because if you had the right one, you'd be on there by now, bud.
That's what I was thinking. Is that
I think it got lost in his spam folder. It just accidentally got.
That's what the plan.
Man,
no,
what a bummer.
Dang.
Well, it's too late now, Terrence.
We're going to get you in there for Summer League then. We're going to get you on there for Summer League. We'll keep knocking on that door. We'll keep knocking on that door.
So that means no Darren Collison?
I don't think that's what that means at all.
What I wanted to know.
I hope it doesn't. I don't think it means that. I think that you're just staying. I think you're just like keeping it sure no matter what. Like, what if Collison decides I want to be a Laker instead of a Clipper? Because he's only going to one of the two. He said he wants to stay home in LA. I think you're just like not. You're really throwing everything at you. I kind of could. That's what pisses me off. I kind of could.
If you were Darren Collison, what would you choose?
I don't know. I don't know how Darren Collison. I don't know how these guys view the NBA these days. Like, what do these guys when they look at the league? How do these guys view this new era that's currently forming? It's so hard to read anyone's mind and see where they're going to go because it's not like, for the last 7 years, last 10 years, it's been Miami Heat, Cleveland Cavaliers, San Antonio Spurs, Golden State Warriors. If you're in any note and you're like this guy that gets to pick your own path, you're going to go to one of those 4 teams because that's the only one that's going to win a championship. But now it's like I really don't know who's going to win a championship, and I can really pick between a lot of teams if I want to be on a contender. So I don't know how these guys view the NBA. I really don't know what Darren Collison would view as better. But I don't think signing Derek Walton means the Clippers are giving up on Darren Collison at all. I think you're just like keeping the position solidified at this current moment.
That's
okay,
nice.
Fair enough. I felt the same. I didn't think it was, but it kind of made me feel like maybe they're losing confidence in signing Darren Collison. I didn't get that vibe.
I know.
I mean it's like a time limit thing though. You had to decide today, Jake, and that's why it's like he's playing well. You're obviously going to do it. I thought.
I know one thing watching recently is I don't think it is just really that the Lakers and Clippers are the sole outright favorites. I know we've really talked about the Bucks being the favorites and whatnot, but I think they really are.
I mean, they just had a sketchy loss last night.
Team in the West too.
They had a sketchy loss last night. They lost by almost 30 to
those sketchy losses. Like
they lost by 20, Jake, but it was like a 7-point game with 7 to go. Like they were in that game.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't know, just regular season random blowouts don't bother me. Like it's a long, like unless you lost like 7 games in a row, 5 games in a row, I'm not really tripping. But that team, I don't know, Giannis. I know they lack a superstar too because Middleton's a good second option, but he's not a great second option. But man, your first option's
different. They got everything, brother. I mean, they have literally speed, size, strength, shooting. They got all that.
They got both Lopez brothers. One can shoot, one can rim protect.
And I think
both can rim protect.
Robin's a maniac. I'm not gonna lie to you. You saw when he got dunked on and almost had to chase bro down. You guys saw that?
Oh yeah,
Jared Culver.
Bro, this fool. He just chased him down. I was like, whoa, it's your fault for going up. What are you mad at him for?
Well, Culver banged on him and some. Like, banged on him and some.
Yeah, he said something.
Gone up.
He, threw the hood up and then banged on his Nana. Like, it was the whole thing. Like, it was so hard.
Sideshow Bob, mother bleeping bleep.
Right. And then when he Right, and then when he said all that, and Robin was cool, and then he looked back and was like, "And your brother's a mark." And then Robin was like, "All right, now I got to kick your ass." Like,
nah, he probably was like, "Fuck Stanford," and that's when he lost it.
Right.
Fuck your
club. That was nasty. I think going into the season, everyone thought like whoever represents the East is probably just going to get waxed by one of these powerhouses in the West. But I don't think that's the narrative anymore. I think the Bucks could beat any team in the West in a 7-game series. Like they're a legitimate threat.
Did you see Embiid's finger?
Bro.
I hate a dislocated finger like that because it's just like for sure. I'm gonna have to find that and I'll find that video and we'll link it in here.
That shit look like Booger McFarland talking on Monday Night Football. That's what
but
that
it's
shit.
Like, but at least Booger's side.
Booger alone. Booger's not that bad.
He's not that bad.
He's so much better than Whitney.
Yeah, no, of course. But look at him when he's like this on Monday Night Football. All his fingers look like Joel Embiid's finger.
No, but this is the difference. At least Booger's is sideways, but like it has life. Like it's stiff. It's alive. Like Joel's finger was literally just like Jello gummy worm dead. Like just crooked. Like
back
it's so gross. Like yeah, he did came back and hooped.
That's wild.
Like a gummy worm.
It's so gross. It was nasty. That was tough. Oh my God, Joel Springer. That was gross.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
But speaking of Derek Walton, right? That's a new. What? Go ahead, Jake. I was gonna actually make a really good transition, Jake, and you wanted to interrupt me. So go ahead, Jake. What were you gonna say?
Embiid come back in and finish that game?
We already talked about him. We just said he came back and hooped.
So Zach, what were you doing?
I was gonna say Derek Walton bringing in a new generation of athlete was signed today, as we watched two old generation athletes get moved out of the playoffs in the NFL and possibly out of their careers. That was my sick transition I was trying to set up.
That was phenomenal, Zach. I'm sorry, but that was phenomenal.
No, forget about it, Jake.
Right now, I need to know right now. Right now. Give me a percent of does Brady go back to New England?
80% yes.
80% yes?
Yes. I just can't see him somewhere else.
I could.
He shouldn't be allowed to go anywhere else, just saying.
I'm thinking like 40% chance he stays. I'm thinking it's more than 50%
Jordan went to the Wizards. What are you saying?
Shut up, Jake. Shut up. Nope. No. Jordan wasn't hated. We gotta hate this cat.
I don't hate Brady.
Ever as a Patriot. Neither do I, but like his whole life.
I hate the Patriots. I don't hate Brady.
Jordan wasn't viewed as a villain. Brady's whole career, his whole like every time he won, nobody cheered his wins. It was like, good job.
I can't make money off them things.
Like you would hand him a trophy and be like,
yeah.
Here, motherfucker.
I'm thinking it's more than 50% chance he goes. Like I really feel like Tom Brady's not coming back to the Patriots.
I really think Bill Belichick doesn't want him back.
Yeah, I think.
Okay, but who's your starter week 1 if he goes?
Dude, they were talking about like these guys Winston are so competitive that they're at the point to where since their success are so intertwined together, they want to prove that they can do it without each other. Because before Bill Belichick didn't have much success. Obviously, Tom Brady was a 6th-round pick and made Tom who he is. So it's like these two guys are at the point to where it's like, do I want to separate and show that I could do this at a high clip?
Late. You've been married. Why are you trying to hit the market, Tom? You're fucking old and you're married. You have kids, Tom. You're not ready for the fucking dating life.
People get divorced.
You have a good home, Tom, with a great wife. Bill Belichick is your wife. Where are you going?
It's like I already sold it.
Yeah, it's done.
Good family.
It's already pawned the ring and everything. Like it's done.
He's literally already sold the house. It's still on the market. And they've already
Tom Brady's house sold. The trainer's house out there in Massachusetts gone.
No, his house is still on the market.
But they're selling it like it's on the market. Like they don't.
No, but check this. They dropped their price, so they want to sell it even more. Like
they want that brother. So here's the next question: Where does Tom Brady go?
Everybody loves to say the Chargers right now. Chargers are a hot ticket for it.
No, did you hear Vegas? Does anybody know Vegas's highest odds as of right now?
Chicago
number 1 team in Vegas? No. Cleveland. Cleveland has best odds in Vegas right now for Tom Brady.
There is 0% chance.
OBJ, they got the weapons. They have weapons.
But they're the fucking Browns.
They have no line.
They are the Browns.
Honestly, the place I've really been hearing the most and it'll make most sense is the Bears. And I would be sick to my fucking stomach.
Dude, they already came out and said they're committing to Mitch for next year. Like
I haven't really heard anything about to the Bears.
He walks to the fucking building like, hey, I want to play. You'll shoot Mitch and be like, get out of here.
Giselle don't want to live in Chi-Town. If it's up, Giselle want to go to LA. She gonna make him a charter.
The franchise that told Tom Brady no for Mitchell Trubisky.
I haven't heard.
They're the franchise that told
Brady.
Really? Like I heard that on ESPN. Like I actually heard that on like one of the actual TV shows.
I was listening to the radio and they had all the Vegas odds and like the first 7, 8, maybe even 9 teams. Like none of them was the Bears. Chargers, Raiders were both on that list fairly high with the Browns. Obviously,
I've seen Chargers a lot. The Chargers doesn't make sense to me. Outside of
it doesn't mean either too. Why would you like? You're gonna drop a 40-year-old legend to pick up another 40-year-old legend? Like, what are we doing?
Legend, it's a level to this legend shit though.
Yeah, I agree, but I mean,
Phillips a franchise legend.
Las Vegas does make a little bit of sense. Vegas does make sense. Like it could be time to move on.
Dude, Phillip would be sick. Imagine Tom went to San Diego and won one. I mean, went to LA and won one. He would be so sick.
You're gonna ditch Derek Carr for 2 years of Tom Brady, Max? What are you getting out of Tom Brady? 3 years, maybe?
Sick to his stomach.
You're not getting 3 years out of Tom Brady. You're getting 2.
They can't do Phil like that. That's not cool. They can't do Phil like that. They can't bring Tom after that.
Chargers.
But what if Phil goes to New England
and then succeeds? That'd be crazy too.
Phil gets a ring. Oh shit!
Oh, Bill Belichick would be sticking it to Tom. That'd be crazy.
I don't think Phil could succeed over there in the cold like that.
But Tom Brady's dad came out like before the season and said the ball is in Belichick's court. So that's wild. But Robert Kraft's out here begging for Tom to stay, so that is a little alarming.
Sure, of course, Bob wants him to stay. What are you talking about?
It's just alarming how he's saying it like that. Never been a free agent.
The other legend that got knocked out was Drew Brees and the Saints with another early exit. Are the Saints done? Is it over there? Or are they just gonna lace them up and do it again next year?
They're going to win 10 games again at least next year,
Teddy can walk, or you can let Brees go and retire, and then you get to keep Teddy. I don't know if that doesn't sound like an all bad move. But what if he says he wants to keep going?
You're like,
has Teddy forced a hand like that?
Terrence's face. I said, what if Brees says he wants to keep going? Terrence was like, fuck.
Because it's really how it is. It's like, man, okay, like, let's go.
It's like when it's like your girls. It's like when it's your girls' like favorite special day, right? And like the biggest game of the year up to date is on that night, and like you think you're about to go to the bar or go to dinner and be able to finally watch the game, and then your girl's like, but can we just go do this one more thing? And you're just like, oh, fuck, okay, we're gonna go around one more time. We're gonna do it one more time. We're gonna do it again.
And then you miss. And then you get there.
And then you miss the game. And then you get there at halftime or after the fourth quarter, you miss the game, and it's all disappointing. And that could be what happens. Teddy Bridgewater goes on to this other team that signs him. That team wins 11 games. The Saints lose again in the playoffs. Brees ends up retiring, and now you have no quarterback. You just missed the game.
Tua. Lions at 3. I'm like, what are we talking about Tua at 3? I hope that's just speculation to get trade-ups.
Tua at 3? Whoa, dude.
Yeah, and I'm like, whoa, what are we doing with Stafford if we do that?
I mean, Stafford's spine is done.
No, bro, you need to take Herbert at 3 if that's the case.
No, we need to take nothing like that, and we need to continue to build the franchise around Mr. Stafford. What are we talking about? But that's besides the point.
If you are going to take a QB.
Yeah, no. I think Tua made the right decision, though. Like, all he would have did was hurt his stock by going back to college.
Saban wasn't about to play no injured Tua, dude. Saban was going to play the fucking kid out of modern day.
It wasn't even about playing injured. It was just, you have nothing to lose. Going back to school.
No, nothing to gain. He has nothing to gain.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sorry. Like,
everything
you had nothing to gain. Yeah, and everything to lose. You had nothing to gain. Because it's like, going back to school, all you were going to do is if he did get on the field, finally, he could have showed that he wasn't Tua anymore. And then that was just going to drop his stock even more. Right now, he's going to get drafted high just pure off of what he was. Who knows what he could be? Don't show him what you might be. Just let them draft you on what you could be. To me,
you better show him what you might be because that's going to get you all your money on draft day.
Nah. Even if he shows them a little bit in his, basic semi 60% pro day, and they draft him off that, I'd rather them draft me off that instead of me having all this time to recover in college. And who knows if I actually fully ever recover. Because then I'm going to show that, okay, he's not a first-round pick anymore. At least they're going to take this guy first.
Yeah.
I do. I don't see him dropping no less than first.
I don't know why the Lions would do that. I think they have other positions to address other than that. But if they did do that, then that would tell me that Stafford's injury is much, much more serious.
Yeah,
anybody feel like what?
That Kirk Cousins might actually be good now, or we still feel the same about Kirk?
Hell of a game. Played great. Big best performance on a big game I've ever seen of Kirk. I think he's good. I think I would. I mean, from a guy who has terrible record of franchise quarterbacks for his favorite team, I would kill to have a Kirk Cousins. You know, I would do almost anything to have a guy of that level.
Terrence, I
think he's
been a big Kirk.
I think he's really good.
Critic, Terrence.
He's playing the best defense in the league this week. I think he's got another big one to prove.
I've always thought Kirk throwing a good ball, but he just makes bad decisions, and it's like he played well. I can't hate him.
Very accurate
he plays on
description.
Mondays and Sunday
Because
nights.
he's always throwing a good ball. He's always throwing for yards. It's just Kirk makes stupid plays in big moments, and he got it done. Like the
Sometimes
dude,
he's like
balling
a
in the
shell of
whole game,
himself in
and
big
get to the
games.
fourth quarter, and then be like, "Oh my god," and then just make a stupid ass throw and then ruin the game, and then he'll make another throw to even make it worse.
You like that though, huh? You like that?
No,
I don't
big
like
game,
that
really good win.
I feel like they're
Really
smack.
good win. Let's
They got
let's just get in
Frisco.
Yeah, in Frisco,
they
they're
could
at
win
Levi
that
Stadium. Could.
Do we know if
Alright,
we trust
what's your
Jimmy G in the playoffs yet?
There's 4 games.
From last week.
So I got what?
Did you keep score from last week?
We weren't able to keep score completely because Jacob cut out at the end with the technical difficulties. But if I'm being honest with myself, I was 1-3 as well. The only game I got correct was that Seahawks game. Every other game I picked, I lost.
Same.
Yeah, I had Bills. I had Patriots. I had Saints.
Same.
Yeah, no, I had Seahawks, Bills.
Terrence, I'm gonna need an honor system. I need you to be honest because I'm gonna write these records down right now.
No, I had, because I said it on camera. Didn't I say the Bills on camera? I'm pretty sure I switched my pick back.
I feel like we all like the Bills.
Guys,
I
just go to last week's pod on my Apple Podcast app where you guys can find it too.
Yeah.
That was a plug
Exactly.
for our pod, guys. I'm
right now. I'm pretty sure I said Bills. But what were the 4? So it was Bills. Let me just look last week.
Come on, Terrence.
I'm sorry. It's late. Leave me alone.
Pod After Dark.
Yeah, I know I had Bills, Patriots, Saints. Damn, I went 1-3 as well.
we all have the same picks.
We have the same picks.
No, because I had Seahawks.
So did we.
That's what we. That's the only game we
wake
got
up.
right.
Will both of you guys wake up for Pod After Dark today? I'm out here babysitting this episode.
You know
episode 10.
I know
Zach's
for
a babysitter.
I said Texans, and then I was like, no, fuck it, Bills.
You're not babysitting me, bro. What did I do that you had to babysit me?
Binky's on in 10 and lights out, okay?
Hey, man.
What did I do?
No,
I'm up in a few hours,
earlier
man.
in the episode, Jake.
Are you talking about
so
the Ninja Warrior thing?
Yeah, probably. I don't know, man. Been babysitting you for 25 years.
Did you see the Dodgers signings before we go?
I like Jimmy
Nelson.
I knew Terrence would like that, though. I like Jimmy.
Cheeks. Butt cheeks.
Oh, it's an all incentives based signing.
When I seen that, I was like, ew.
I was down. I was like, I'm down.
Exactly.
Somebody has to pitch the games, okay? Like
Meanwhile,
they had to sign somebody.
Starter has walked off your roster, and now you're signing Jimmy Nelson. Like, yeah.
Jimmy Nelson, yeah.
More great news about teams cheating against the Dodgers in the playoffs in the World Series.
I know. Too bad we're all now trying to like rewrite Kershaw's history. And it's like, sorry, home runs. I'm sorry. Nothing can write back
they stole those signs.
But it's like, what
back
about the home runs this
back
year?
on track, you two. Back on track. Gets back to these football games. We were talking pigskin.
Let's get some picks. Let's get some picks.
I almost went on a Kershaw rant. Sorry.
Yeah, come on, get it together. Get it together.
The Ravens, and in the 4th game, I'll take the Ravens.
Yeah. Saturday, you got Ravens, Titans, and you got Vikings, Niners. Okay,
I got
from the top. Vikings. No, Vikings, Niners. First game of the weekend, right there. Niners by 7 is what Vegas says. I think Niners do win the game. I'm not sure if they cover, but I'll take them to win the game.
Kirk.
They're gonna win the game.
Yeah, I'm going Vikings. I swear to God, I'm going
Minnesota. I'm going Minnesota.
I've said all year that the Niners are a first round.
The Niners are so good too. But
Niners are really good.
I believe the Niners would have been better suited if they played a wild card game. I don't like that they got a bye.
They got all this time off. No one's scared of them anymore. All that's gone away. We just beat Drew Brees and the Saints. What are they
I don't know.
scared
It's
of?
just some teams are built for coming through as a wild card, and some teams are built for being like a bye team. That team
Minnesota Vikings in the NFC Championship game, please.
Yeah, wow. I got Minnesota as well. And then the next game, give me the Ravens.
Yeah. Anyone even worried? Yeah, Ravens.
I'm a little worried. I'm definitely worried, but
no, because that team's so reliant on Derrick Henry to really open up everything they want to do, and the Ravens are the type of team that can bottle that up. Like they're a good defensive team, but that they can really do that. I don't think he'll run
defense.
The other thing is, even if Henry does break loose, the fucking Ravens offense can stick with anybody.
They got a good defense.
I think it's a good matchup for Ravens because it's like they're playing a team very similar to themselves. Like works off of the run, good defense, like quarterback can get outside the pocket, make plays. Like they're not running into something that's like weird and out of their element. I think that's tough for the Titans because like what they've been using to beat all these teams on this stretch and what they've been using to be so successful, like they're running into like a better version of that almost. And I think that's why they're going to fall short. And I mean, Vegas has it at 8.5. I think the Ravens will probably end up covering. Honestly, I see a 2-score game.
Shit, I'm looking on ESPN right now. And they got them at 10.
Lines are moving. Like people are thinking the Ravens are going to cover.
Then they got Kansas City 10. Wow.
9.5. Yeah. Texans Chiefs next game on the docket. I got Chiefs and they'll probably cover that. I think Chiefs big. They're going to cover.
I don't think big. I think
Texans shouldn't even be here. Game. Not going to be enough.
Though. I think the Chiefs win that game.
Texans are overrated every single year. They shouldn't even be in this game.
Bills, they are.
Game away.
That whole game, they're going to show J.J. Watt making like one play, but it's cool. But they're going to show him 1,000 times.
So true.
I thought he was disruptive. I thought he actually looked fairly good.
Yeah, disruptive on your fucking TV screen with all his pan shots.
Oh, all right. So you weren't a fan of JJ? You weren't a fan of JJ Watt on Saturday?
Terrence does not like JJ.
No, I'm not. I don't have a problem. I think JJ is a good player, but it's just like, goddamn, how many times do we need to see this guy on the sideline?
He's a good guy. He's
the face. He's the face of the Texans.
They may call him a hunk. He's that type of guy.
I don't need to see the man. I'm trying to watch goddamn football. We don't even see Tom Brady that much on the sideline.
I feel you.
All right, that's fair. Tom Brady's another good-looking guy. You know what I'm saying?
So it's after dark, I guess.
Just kidding. Last game. This is the one where we're gonna have differences right here. Right here. Ready? Seahawks Packers. Give me Seahawks money line. They're gonna win the game. I'm not even gonna take the +4 and cover myself. Take a money line and win yourself some money. Seahawks.
I mean, yeah, I'm going to go Seahawks, but it's kind of a fan pick. I'm not going to lie. In Lambeau, that team's very reluctant on Russ Wilson. He's going to have to make a miracle.
Seahawks, because I don't want to see Russ.
We all got the same picks this week again?
So you guys are really, we do. We all did just go same picks again, second week in a row. So you guys are just saying it because you hate Rodgers? I think the Seahawks are honestly the better team.
I don't hate Rodgers.
No, I love Wilson. Like I'm rooting for a Wilson Lamar Super Bowl. So
I've been rooting for it since week 7. You guys called me crazy back then.
I still think you're crazy. It's gonna be tall order.
Yeah,
although it's starting to shape
told
up.
You guys from the start who was winning the Super Bowl. Just saying, and my pick is looking great.
Yeah, I had Saints beating the Chiefs. So
when did we make these picks?
I made mine on Beach Center.
Who'd I have in it?
I just was telling y'all before the season started that the Ravens was going to win the Super Bowl.
I want to know, but were you really that serious, or did it just feel good to say? Because you can't be serious at the time. It can't be. Who envisioned the Ravens to be great?
Jackson, you know it.
But did we really envision Lamar after getting destroyed by the Chargers?
Pick my pick. I just said at the time. I didn't know what I saw. I didn't know they were going to be as good. No, but that was my pick. I just thought they were different. I just knew they would be different in that they can run the ball, like they are. It's just
different. They're different. That's
but they can run the ball.
Oh my God, they're different.
Aaron Rodgers
Pod After Dark.
It's going to be dangerous. So.
Pod After Dark. What did you guys think of yourselves today? Huh?
I feel like I need to get in the gym so I can go do an American Ninja Warrior and show you guys how much of idiots you are.
I'll talk to you in 6 months. We'll see what's going
on. I'm gonna just go hit the fields. You guys already know what I'm about.
That swinging order, hit a YouTube video or something. I'm gonna buy you a tee for your birthday. Start there.
Get some solid tee work in.
I got some stuff for Terrence for his birthday. Now we got.
Can't wait till we go out.
3 lessons and a tee.
And he's like, oh, okay.
You said free lessons?
3 lessons for 6 months and a tee. That's like $1,000 value gift.
You know what's that? And I'll have way more power than you ever did in your life.
Zach just said that 6 months of his lessons are worth $990 because the tee's like no more than $10, right? Like,
I'm not getting this whole like a T-ball plastic tee. I'm gonna give him a nice tee. I'm gonna give him like a $30 tee.
There's no way a baseball tee's $30, bro.
What, bro? Of course. Nice, heavy rubber bottom, so you can take it out.
Even if the tee is $30,
like
$20 top.
Even if,
it can't be. If it's more than baseball's a scam.
I gotta give him lessons. I can't have one that breaks, Jake.
I gotta break down.
He's gonna be picking it clean.
Let's say it is $30. So $970. How many lessons a week are we doing? How many lessons a week?
Zach, if you put
a week, 2 lessons a week.
Right now, this is a different topic.
How many weeks? Wait.
If you put a ball on a tee for me right now, I would hit that ball smooth off that tee and not touch the tee. Since we're really getting
You're not picking it off a tee. You're not picking it off a tee.
Zach said $40 a lesson. That's what you're charging. You're charging 40 point. This is what you're charging. What the fuck is my point?
Zach, we're doing this.
That's what Zach said his lessons are worth. All
right, so we have 2 challenges.
Letting you off.
Now, we have 2 challenges here. Now I have
for an hour. Homie price.
40 for an hour.
Yeah.
We have 2 challenges now. I need to hit a home run with a softball. Now I got to hit the ball cleanly off the tee.
Yeah.
Well, you can't hit it cleanly off the tee, and I'm expecting you to go yard?
Well, he's over here making it seem like I can't do that easily as shit. It's like,
no, it's not easy. Picking it off the tee is not easy.
Not as easy as you think, but you should be able to do
it.
I
played T-ball. What the fuck? I literally played T-ball as a kid.
Played T-ball? That's what you're gonna explain. That's what you're gonna tell me is the requirement to pick the ball cleanly off the tee?
I'm just telling you, I know how to hit a ball off a tee.
I mean, everyone knows how to do it. It's just standing there for you to hit it. Like, we all know how to hit the ball. The question is, can you execute the swing to pick it off the tee? That's the question.
If you're charging 40,
I can get a solid swing off of it. Like, no, just bullshit. I can hit a solid swing off a tee.
Yeah, pick it off there clean. The ball leaves and the tee's not getting, wobbling around.
I'm not going yard. No, I'm not gonna tell you I'm going yard off the tee.
No, just hit the ball cleanly off the tee. 100%.
That's all if you're charging $40 an hour for the homie, what's the non-homie price?
Non-homie price $65.99 an hour.
I'm gonna need to see this guy's fucking stats.
Homie said
batting average. What is he?
I got you. What do you want to improve? You come to me. You want to improve on power? You want to improve on average? What you want? I got you. You need to learn how to hit to the opposite field? I got you.
A $30 tee in 6 months of 2 lessons a week, 1 hour at a time, is $1,000 value.
This made me think of something real quick. Do you guys remember better basketball? When we were in high school, you remember better basketball when we were in high school? With JJ Redick?
No, what?
I had DVDs, dude. He used to sell DVDs, instructional DVDs on how to shoot a basketball. I swear to God, when he was at Duke.
You have it?
Because this man, I never bought them, but they were on like YouTube and shit. I think I had one of them. My coach gave them to me, but it's funny though. This dude was at Duke literally selling merch, and nobody ever talks about that shit. Because I'm pretty sure he was at Duke at the time.
That's against NCAA violations, 100%.
That's got
to check it out, though. You can look it up on YouTube, Better Basketball. We can drop a little link on you talking about it.
I'm delusional, but Zach's charging $40 an hour for hitting lessons.
You guys are delusional.
I'm guaranteed to make you a better hitter. What? I don't get it.
You see that mustache? She can make you hit. Anybody with that mustache knows.
Who's the?
It's like Jeff Kent. It's like Jeff Kent right here.
Whoa.
Who's a good hitting coach in the league right now? I don't even know. That's his Zach.
No wonder Zach is doubting me. He said it's like Jeff Kent. No
Turner
wonder
Ward.
Doubting my baseball ability. Because he said like Jeff Kent. No wonder.
Jeff Kent.
It's the only guy I can think of that had a stash this color.
No wonder you're doubting my baseball ability. Like Jeff Kent. No wonder. It makes sense.
Jeff Kent's dad was a cop, and he pulled Terrence over 10 out of 10 times.
Just for Terrence being Terrence?
100%.
That's what I'm saying. Just 10 out of 10, bro. Yeah, really, Jeff Kent's dad really was a cop. Just for the record.
No, that's what I'm saying. We all know that. Thank you, Captain Obvious.
All right. We also saw the before the bigs when he was a Dodger.
Whatever, dude. I'm out of here.
I'm out of here.
That's charging $40 to the homies an hour for hitting lessons. I'm over it. I'm done. This guy has zero.
After Terrence gets his 6 months of lessons, he's gonna want to pay for more.
All the free hoop lessons I gave this guy, and he's gonna insult my swing.
The homie said, the homie has just 0 college at bats under his belt, and he told me he's charging $40 a lesson. That's what
does it have to do with anything?
How can I trust you?
Did you not hear what I said? Guaranteed to make you a better hitter, Jacob.
Like, what are you not hearing? You a better hitter.
I'm a good hitter. I'm a great hitter. Guaranteed to make you a better one. Man,
I didn't want to get personal, but it just didn't make
sense. I'm not a good hitter. We already.
When you told Terrence $1,000 value, I was like, man, let me do some math.
That's great value, man. And honestly, it's a real homie price.
More than 40. I still refuse to believe that a tee costs $30. 20 max.
I'm getting him a good one, Jake. A good tee. I want my guy to be a good hitter. Come on. It's all right, Jake. It's all right. It's all right. We'll talk about your price, your family. It's even better price for you. Okay.
I get like 20 an hour.
We'll talk. We'll negotiate. Pod After Dark, as always, is just ridiculous. I was just babysitting these guys today, hooligans. The Other Team podcast, Terrence Scott, Jay Candy, Zach Candy.
Lying. Babysitting. Shut up. But we
out. It's too late. Gotta go tuck you guys in. It's bedtime. Pod After Dark, The Other Team. Listen, retweet, like, share. Spotify, Apple Podcasts. See the channel on YouTube if you want to see our ugly mugs. See how we get down with this. See the production, all that good stuff.
2 ugly mugs and 1 mildly decent one.
Yeah, I will consider myself an ugly mug. I definitely have to work on mine. That's fair. But
I'm decent.
Yeah, man.
But I'm ugly.
Pod After Dark in the books. EP10 milestone. EP10.
But it was 11.
Oh man, is it 11? It might be 11. That'd be a bummer.
We got special stuff coming soon. I've been sending out emails, so if you got an email for me, respond.
Please.
So, yeah.
Please.
But you probably ain't listening to this if I sent you an email. So yeah. That was just a shot of faith.
Pod After Dark in the books. Peace and love, y'all.